fully factorise the following. So if I look at 12u and 18tu, 12 and 18 have a highest common factor of 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write 12u as 6 times 2 times u. And then the 18tu, I'm going to write that as 6 times 3 times t times u. Now if I look at both terms, what's common? I have a 6 in both terms. I have a u in both terms. So I'm going to write 6u and then I'm going to open a bracket. And in the bracket I'm going to write what's left. I'm going to write the 2, the plus sign and 3t. And that is fully factorised. Now let's look at part B. I've got negative 24v minus 64tv and minus 8uv. 8 goes into 8, 24 and 64. So I'm going to start by writing the first one as negative 8 times 3 times v. The second term, I'm going to have that as negative 8 times 8 times t times v. And then the final term is negative 8 times u times v. Everything has negative 8. Now before I remove that, let's make it clear that once it's removed, these are pluses. I've also got a v in every term. So I'm going to bring out negative 8v, and then what's left is going to be 3 plus 8t plus u. So note that we followed our rule from the introduction and brought out the negative factor because everything was negative. Now here, 6 and 9 are both divisible by 3, so I'm going to write 3 times 2 times x, and then 3 times 3 times x times x times x. So what's common? 3 and x times x. So that's what needs to go in front. So I've got 3x squared in front. What's left? I've got the 2, the minus sign, and 3x. And finally here, for 8 and 12, 4 is a common factor, is the highest common factor. So I've got 4 times 2. Now I'm going to write this one as a squared times b squared. So I've split the b cubed into b squared times b, and that's because I've got a b squared here. And the a I just left as a squared. Now the second term is going to be 4 times 3 times a squared times b squared. So what's common? 4, a squared, and b squared. So I'm going to put that in front of the bracket. So I'm going to put in 4a squared, b squared. What's left is 2b, a minus sign, and 3a.